and welcome to today's stream for Gen Squads. The first match is an Wrangle match, and we are just filling up the last slots, and then we will be taking off very, very shortly. Just kicking out a few strangers who we have never heard of and have never registered. So today it looks as though we have the usual suspects, each team made up of some incredibly skilled players. We have clans like Gen, of course, we have Xenotactic, we have Sons of Odin, we have Level 1, we have RPG, and many, many more. I'm so sorry that I cannot name them one by one. We will be here all day, but believe me when I say they are each incredible players, and I have a very strong suspicion that today's scrim will be incredibly eventful, and I think we are all in for a brilliant treat. So stick with us, and we will get started very, very shortly. Match starts in 42 seconds. Now, for those of you who are new to scrims, what scrims are competitive matches amongst all the clans on PUBG. So this is a mainly UK based scrim. So we have the UK clans. Now points are gained in these scrims by placement as well as kills. So each team will be doing their absolute best to reach the top 10 whilst getting a few kills along the way. And I will hopefully be there for each and every one of them. And after today's scrims, the videos will be posted to YouTube as well as a best bits montage. And here we go. So we have taken off. We have just started the flight path, and no clans have jumped just yet. Here we go. So team 17, team 9, team 5 have all jumped early. Looks as though they are moving towards the military base area and Nova Rapnoi, locations that are both known for being brilliant loot spots and quite busy, so it could be a very early hot drop. Now, today's stream has got a 5-minute delay. That is to ensure that this stream is not used to stream snipe other players. For those of you who do not know what stream sniping is, it is where a team that is taking part in a scrim watch the stream to get information and locations of the other teams to give themselves an unfair advantage. The delay helps us by ensuring that the teams are not given any advantages whatsoever, and it is purely down to their skills as a team to win today's scrim. So let's see what we have so far. Looking at the map, a lot of the teams seem to have dropped near to the general Pachinki area. So this could be a very large fight very early on. So let's have a look at Team 21 and see what they are up to at the moment. And I just had to double check that I had actually turned the stream on and that I wasn't talking to myself. So here we have Miss Venus, and she is with Blondie, Fluffy and Queen looting the back area of Pachinki. Teams 20 very close by, so they could bump into each other very, very shortly. So for those of you tuning in, I have just posted the stream link on the Discord server. I do apologise for being a little bit late. I had to wait for the stream to start on Omelette. So let's leave Miss to continue looting, and let's jump over to Team 25, where we find Legolas and RPG Daryl. They are over towards the Zaki area. There is quite a large collection of teams over there at the moment. We have teams 22, team 7, teams 24 and teams 2. And let's look over here. We have got a knock at the moment. The DSE team are fighting at the moment, and they have just killed, I believe, a member of Team 12. Remember the Elf Squad. And we have a fair bit of damage done at the moment, but they will hopefully find some health shortly and recover. There we go. So DSE John is using a first aid kit. It now looks to be settling their side. So let's jump over to another. And now we have a member of the Vape Squad wiping Jen. So let's jump over to teams 3 at the moment to have a look. We have 2 knocks, Jen Darshan and Jen Dennis. And there we have it, Vape Nix giving the final killing blow to Jen Nick. And that is the Jen squad out of today's scrim. And we now have Am's team coming in with a couple of knocks themselves, as well as another Gen team. So let's see if we can find Ams and take a look. So here's Ams Lucifer preparing a grenade, and it goes through the top left window. Does not do any damage, apparently. It does. Wow. So Ams gets a brilliant grenade in that top left window, and that is a squad wipe for VSN and Ams Lucifer. And now we have the Miss team getting knocked by NTX. So let's jump over there and take a quick look. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, that teams 20 and teams 21 were relatively close together, so it was inevitable that at some point they would collide, as they have done now. So we now have teams 20 moving out of Pachinki, and it seems to have quietened down for them. So let's jump over to another team. Let's have a look at teams 16 and 10, who seem to be very, very close. And we have the level 1s prone in a building at the moment, with team 10 fast approaching. Now, with proning, there are a couple of things that this can do. If you want to avoid a team, proning may be the best option you have, but it may be a chance for you to just work out who is nearby and allow you to jump in. So what I'm going to do is just speak a little bit louder, as I've just been told by Jen that the game sounds are taking it over a little bit. I do apologise for that. So we now have a couple of knocks from Zen Aaron and DSE. And we still have Team 16, Team 22 nearby, and Team 10. So let's see what happens next. Team 16 are fast approaching Team 10. Team 10 seems to be huddled together, which sometimes can be a good thing, but sometimes can be a bad thing. One grenade, and that could be all over for Teams 10. But at the same time, if you rush together, sometimes that is enough to get the squad wipe. So we have two members of Team 10 fast approaching, and shots are fired. And we now have three members of Team 10 together with three members of Team 16 by the looks of it. And let's have a closer look on the map to see what we have. So Team 10 and Team 16 close together. We have Ace Hart going alone towards Team 8, which is the Riot squad. So let's see how this develops. We are looking at Sons of Odin now. And they seem to be on their own by Fairy Pier, staying nice and quiet and trying to lose that before making a move. And we have Jarl in the driving seat, I believe, or it could be Moonin, who has just taken the driver's seat. So let's let them move into zone whilst we jump over to... Let's have a look at Team 13. Who is the DSE squad. And at the moment they are in Pachinki. It is nice and quiet for them. And we've just seen Riot Envy get a knock. So let's jump over to there for the moment. Ace Luna has just knocked Alex. Ultra has got the knock on Luna. And let's see what is going to happen now. Envy is healing up. And that is Envy killing Ace Luna. We still have Riot Alex not being revived by Riot Ultra. And Riot Ultra and Riot Envy are looting up at the moment. It might be worth getting a few more first aid kits, and shots are being fired by Teams 10 at the moment. And that is Missy and Clarky firing towards the Riot squad, and them having to heal up again. And being in the blue zone will not help, as that will damage your players. Shots fired. Riot Envy has been knocked by Clarky, and Alex is knocked also, with Ultra trying to get the revive. A grenade has been thrown in, but that unfortunately misses, but removes the door. And as well as that, we have the Sons of Odin squad getting a few knocks. That could be a squad wipe. And we have Riot Envy healing up. Riot Alex is still knocked. We may be running out of time with the blue zone adding damage also. That's another grenade to come in, but misses again and does no damage. And we have Ace Missy hiding behind a wall to the right. We have Alex just being able to apply some health. And to those of you watching the stream, hello to Alex and Gemma. And we've just seen the comment, stop camping. Now, camping is a very controversial move on Scrims. Some people absolutely hate it. Some people love it. From my perspective, camping can be a benefit. Sometimes it is all you have. if there is no cover, then you may just need to camp to try and live a little longer to get that higher placement. And I have just been informed that I am calling AMS AMS, and it should be AMZ. I do apologise if I'm mispronouncing any of your team names. Please let me know on Discord and I will correct that for the next scrim. So what I am going to do, we have Riot Envy trying to get away into zone. So I'm going to leave them be for a moment and take a look at another squad. Let's have a look at one of the Zen squads. And we have Fuji at the moment with Queen, Knight and Wobbly. They are being fired upon by Team 17, made up of Vape, we have JX, we have Carbon, and that is Fuji firing with a Kar 98, one of the strongest snipers in the game that is not found in a Dropbox. And we see that Fuji has done some damage to the other team. So whilst we leave them there, let's jump over and have a look at Team 24, who seemed very, very close. And actually, let's jump over to the Vision team, who are getting some knocks of their own. That is Killam, and as a team they have 8 kills so far, which will give them a fair few points in the end. And Team 11 are in the red zone at the moment, and as we saw in the Sons of Odin death race on Monday, the red zone can be the end all of someone's scrim experience. And that is Killer getting the knock on DS score. Shots continually being fired, and Killam gets the kill, making it 9 kills for Vision. And we have AMZ Lucifer at the moment driving with Tilted, and we have Killam in a car of his own. Wilo seems to be on foot, taking a casual stroll through the red zone, hopefully heading towards the zone. So whilst they continue their casual drive amongst the fields of Erangel, let's jump over to another squad and see what is going on there. And let's have a look at Team 16, who may shortly, unfortunately, find themselves stuck in the middle of a sandwich of squads with Teams 12, Teams 10, Teams 7, 8 and 22, and I feel like a bingo caller. And let's see what is going to happen as Team 16 make their way towards Team 8, and we could see shots fired very, very shortly. And we have Team 16 just coming into contact with Team 7. That is DSC getting a knock. And we have Team 16 driving away from the action, leaving Teams 7 driving towards Teams 22. So let's have a quick look over there, shall we? And that is Team 7 driving to the right, leaving Teams 22 to the left, and the additional 2 from Team 7 driving with them. And let's have another change and have a look at the Zen squad, with DSE getting a few knocks, with DS Buster coming in with a saving grenade to do a squad wipe. And thank you, DSE Grim Reaper, for clarifying that DSE is Death Squad Elite. So at what seems to be just over half time. We have 43 players still alive, and I am watching Team 13 at the moment. And on the side we can see that Ace Missy has just got a knock, with a Vision Wilo getting a knock, and their squad Elite with Elf coming back in, getting Clarky, and DS Buster with another couple of knocks there. Let's have a look. And DSE grading this kill against Harlan, and their squad Elite Graden gets the kill on Buster, bringing an end to what seems to be a very action-packed scrim for him. And that team have 6 kills at the moment. Unfortunately, level 1 have not got any kills as of yet, but it is very early in today's scrim and it is still all to play for. And as we look now, Rhymes has got a kill and Wilo has knocked Carbon. And JX has knocked Wilo. Let's have a look now. So JX is the last member of the team there. And at the moment he is on his own with Team 4 nearby, but not approaching just yet. And thank you very much, Grim Reaper. It is an absolute pleasure to be streaming the Gen Scrims tonight. A brilliant scrim hosted by a brilliant clan. Unfortunately, I'm with Sons of Odin, so if I could swap, believe me, I would. But I am well and truly at home with Sons of Odin, a great squad also, and a squad that is still in today's scrim. But so far, all the teams have been doing brilliantly well. No matter where they place tonight, they have all got the right to be incredibly proud of their performances so far. And here we go, we have Riot Goddess getting a knock, and LHZ getting the knock on Riot Alex, Riot Ultra getting a kill with Riot Panda, Riot Goddess, and Riot Envy getting the knock. And Elf has come in and has just been knocked himself. And that seems to be Elf down completely. So looking at our list so far, we have Team 4 all complete. We have Team 7 with a complete squad. We have Team 16, Team 18, Team 17. We have JX on his own. We have Death Squad Elite Graden and Percy going together. We have Ultra, Envy and Alex still in the running. And let's have a look at the map to see where we stand. And it looks as though the final zone is going to be on Shelter, which could be a very interesting finish when you consider the options of hiding underground. And if the Shelter entrances get blocked, that can make it very difficult to get the final kill. And we have got Teams 4 firing on Team 17. But Team 17 has just got away at the moment and will live for at least another 8 minutes. And that is a question I would like to ask you, which I have seen a couple of times in general matches so far. When teams blow up cars blocking stairs, do you think that is a good move or a bad one? Because what it does is blocks the stairwell, but it then really just gives you one exit, and that is rooftops. And as we can all appreciate, as I'm sure it has happened to many of us, if you jump from a roof, you may get a little bit of damage, but that little bit of damage may be enough to knock you or wipe you out completely. So let me know your opinion on that. And here we have Team 4 going towards Shelter with Team 8 on the very edge of the zone. And we have Teams 18 and Team 5 and Teams 8 very, very close together. So let's jump over now and take a quick look. So here we have Teams 8 firing upon Teams 18. We are looking at Valley at the moment with a DP28, a gun that I have seen has very little recoil and can do some great damage. And that is Valley almost knocking Envy with about 15 to 20% of the health bar left. So Envy will really need to get at least a first aid kit, which they have now done, or a few boosts to keep them in this fight. Now the smart move that Riot are making at the moment is keeping Team 18 out of the zone. And as we are now edging towards the final stage of today's first scrim, the blue zone can do a fair amount of damage. So they will want to get inside the zone as quickly as possible, whilst ensuring that they remain either unseen or out. They are being fired upon by teams 5 and just going past teams 4 now. Another couple of shots and that could be all over for Sons of Odin. They are rotating, stopping now, jumping out just before the vehicle has stopped, causing a little bit of damage, but that should be recovered by the use of boosts. So we still have 25 players alive, and that is DSE Graden getting a kill, knock on Panda with a R98 shot. And here we have Moonin blowing up the vehicle, making it a great tool to hide behind, as there can be no further damage applied to that vehicle. And having cover in such an open zone can make all the difference. And that is Valley being knocked by Riot Ultra, with Jarl trying to get the revive. In my advice, Jarl may want to get just behind the tree a little more, as anything like a good grenade throw or a shot could knock him. And that is Valley now trying to apply some health, with Team 16 going against Team 7 at the moment. So let's leave them to it for just a moment, and we can have a look at Team 7, who are currently driving just outside of zone, doing a full rotation. And that is the end of today's scrim for JX, who has just been knocked by Coco-chan from level 1. So let's see what they're doing. So they are hiding down in shelter at the moment, but they will have to move shortly as they are just outside of zone. So we have Zen Neo just knocking, and let's have a look now. So that is Zen Siren knocked at the moment, with Faceless and Neo still up. Smokes are being thrown to give the best possible shot at revive. And just up ahead we can see that Riot are being gradually knocked by Team 4. And we have Riot Sweet being knocked. And Riot Ultra has just knocked and killed Sons of Odin Jarl. And that is Riot Panda down. So let's have a look now at the Sons of Odin team and see how they are doing. Riot Ghost manages to knock Zen Fuji, with Mooning returning fire, giving Valley the chance to revive. And Death Squad Elite Graden has just got another kill. Zen Wobbly has just wiped the Riot Squad with a well thrown grenade, leaving 20 players remaining. And thank you very much, people watching the stream, for capturing these moments. Many of them will feature in today's Best Bits montage that will be posted to the stream account as well as YouTube. And the Discord servers. And we have Sons of Odin Valley getting an Ultra. We have one team member left on the Riot squad. A well-thrown grenade could make all the difference. And that is Sons of Odin getting the squad wipe on Riot. So what I will do now is get a general look as to where things stand at the moment. We have Faceless getting the knock on Rhymes Vibe. We have Death Squad Elite Percy getting the knock on Knight. Then Neo getting the kill on Rhymes. Faceless getting the knock on level 1 Bunny. And Zen Wobbly getting the knock on Death Squad Elite Percy. Playzone has just wiped Siren. Level 1 has just killed Faceless. Everybody is taking the opportunity to get a few kills in what is such a small zone. And Moonin has just got a knock on Wobbly and Queen. And Knight has just got the kill with a well-thrown grenade on Death Squad Elite Percy. And Moonin has just got the kill. And Death Squad Elite Graden gets a kill on one of the Zen members as well, giving Sons of Odin a helping hand. So it just goes to show, although these teams are against each other, every now and again they do offer a friendly helping hand, for which we are all very, very grateful. And Moonin gets the kill on Graden with a well-thrown molly, leaving just 7 members alive, with Zen Neo, level 1 Newbie Tricks, Bunny, Coco, and 3 members of the Sons of Odin team who are just making their way into what will be the second to last zone of today's scrim. And here we have level team 18 firing and Moonin knocking level 1 Newbie Tricks, with Valley knocking Coco with a DP28. Valley getting the knock on Coco. Jacko killing Newbie Tricks, with Zen Neo crawling in to the final zone, staying prone behind a tree, which appears to be the only source of cover that these teams will have during this first scrim. Valley gets a kill on Coco due to not being able to get revived in time. So we're going to have level 1 Bunny being damaged now. We have Zen Neo being pushed in by the zone. We have the Sons of Odin members creeping in now. And here we go. Moonin may have sights on Neo. Neo could get a kill. Level 1 Bunny knocks Valley. And his team will now try and revive. It could be Zen Neo and level 1 Bunny accidentally teaming up against Sons of Odin. They're both on the opposite sides of the circle. But 1v3v1, it might be sensible for them both to start throwing grenades in their direction. Zen Neo kills a level 1 Bunny, meaning it is 3 against 1, and Sons of Odin know exactly where Zen Neo is. So what will happen? We could be pleasantly surprised with a well-thrown grenade by Neo. And there we have it. Valley gets the kill on Neo, and that is the end of the first scrim of today with Jen, with Sons of Odin getting first place with 13 kills. Zen coming second with 2, and Rhymes and level 1 coming third with 5 kills between them. What has been a brilliant first match will surely be matched by match 2 coming up very, very shortly on the same stream.